Greetings, YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about the Camp 18, the largest of the blades in the Camp line. There's the Camp 10, the Camp 14, and the Camp 18. And just as in the other two videos I've done on this, the first thing you're going to look at is this sheath. Oh, it does come with a pamphlet, by the way, that tells you explains how the sheath can be used in different carry configurations. That's quite nice. But we're going to look at the sheath first. And as I said before, every one of these holes can take paracord, and these slots allow for a lot of carry options for this particular sheath. The belts are fully removable, as is the strap. This is a completely ambidextrous design. This can be used by either a right-handed or a left-handed person with absolutely no difficulty and just a few tools to make adjustments. I think all adjustments on this are just standard Phillips heads, which is nice because not everyone carries, not everyone has star drives. These here are star drive adjustments, but are they star drive adjustments? Yes, they are. Okay, but I actually have a number of bit sets that have star drives in them. But this is a nice wide slot here for a 2-inch belt. And it has a nice swing in here, and you of course can strap this to your leg without any difficulty. So we're going to, and as I said, the only disadvantage of this sheath is that because of the shape, you do get some motion in here, and there's a weep hole. And as again, people have said, put some foam in the tip to prevent that motion, and that would work. But again, you want to be careful; you don't want to block that weep hole. That's key to keeping your tool functioning in wet environments. Apologize, my thumb isn't working the best at the moment. So here we have this blade. Not only is it full of very wonderful and subtle curves, just as the Camp 10 and 14 were. I mean, this is just one sweeping curve. That's my cat in the background, I apologize. And this is a slight inward, and it comes out to an incredible tip. That is just a thing of beauty. And just as in the Camp 10 and 14, it comes out of the box with a shaving sharp convex edge. Flat here, convex edge here, fullers on both sides. And this particular model has a really nice swedge right here. Now what's interesting is this tool weighs the same as the Camp 14. The blades are the same. Even though it's 4 inches longer, because it's a little on the thinner side, but because it's longer and it has a nice belly here, that's where you're going to be getting a whole lot of energy when you're coming in like this. That's just going to be doing astounding amounts of force right in this location. So if you're looking for that's something that's going to be a heavy hitter that isn't going to break your arm and wear you out in a heartbeat, I think this is going to be an excellent choice. There are a lot of machetes in the market, some of them which weigh in like the 3-pound range, and yes, you are going to be able to hack through 2-inch saplings with those things, no questions asked, in like a couple of blows. But how many people do you know that can swing a 3-pound machete for any length of time? I don't. Whereas this is a lighter tool, is not going to have as much impact, but because it's got an 18-inch blade, it's still going to have a heck of a lot of impact. And whereas I consider the 14 to be a more user-friendly length for your average person, if you have experience with machetes, that additional 4 inches is going to be welcomed. You're going to be able to really swing this. Of course, you're also going to make sure that you have the clearance, because this, with that much longer range and this lethal tip, you're going to want to be careful. As I said in the Camp 14 and 10 videos, you have 2 lanyard options in here, and I still think this is the better of the two, because that, again, it gives you a shorter distance for the blade it just can't go as far on you if it slips out of your hand. With here, it can flail around more and increase the danger to both the person using the tool and the people around them. And the tool itself, because if it's swinging wildly, you may be hitting something you don't want to hit with the blade, metal, stones, things like that. So I think you're better off having a lanyard that's going to give you greater control. But this is a beautiful tool. All right, I find it aesthetically pleasing. It's very comfortable. It feels good in your hand. All right, the sheath is, again, the best sheaths I have ever seen anywhere for any tool, period. Kershaw has done the best design job I have ever seen with the camp line. And this is just an astounding piece of engineering, flat out. It just is so lovely. So this has been the Kershaw Camp 18. And I think, frankly, that this bridges the gap between just a tool and a really useful defense weapon. Because any machete can be used as a defense weapon, but with an 18-inch reach, this is definitely going to be able to be used to keep a person at bay. Not suggesting anyone use a tool like this as a weapon, but there are circumstances that sometimes fall outside our control. And having something like this around is going to intimidate the bejesus out of anybody that's facing you if you have this in your hands. Would you want to face somebody with one of these things in their hand? I know I wouldn't. So this has been the Camp 18, a solid design from Kershaw, and I look forward to any future designs between Kershaw and Ken Onion.